We got some rockets as well, so we get the high ground. And, ooh. I think that's a assault. Ooh, yep. That's an assault cannon. I can't see a thing. Oof. That is definitely not good. How am I going to get through the... Ooh. Hello and welcome back to Pandemic Playground with Dave. We are back with Grind to Learn, and we last left off by stopping by here in front of the SBRT's private relay post. Let's get started. Alright, so we're going to continue on with our hunting and gathering more materials and learn new things by going after these planetary encounters, such as this one here. This one had drones that spawned a couple of times while sitting here and got attacked a few times, had to repair a bit too. But sitting here was not a good idea, so it sends over these drones here, not too often, only when it spots me. Right now I'm on the hill, I guess, so it doesn't detect me too well. So here is a bit of a drone. It's similar to a Shiv, it looks like, but it was called something else. It was something along the lines of attack drone. Oop. I think it just detected me again. That's not going to be great. But I did arm up the rover a little bit. And when I say arm up, I just added one additional turret right over here on the side. The rover is really difficult to add anything. I mean, it was a base initially and it turned into the mobile base. That's why. So it becomes a bit of a pain kind of redesigning it a little bit because it's a little compact. Looks like this thing is made out of heavy armor blocks, which is interesting. Right, so it only sent, I think, 2 or 3 drones so far. I'm not sure if they're going to send any more. Potentially they will. And if you notice right behind us, we did bring the ship over. But yeah, let's go ahead and take care of this one. This station right over here before it keeps sending us more and more drones after us. Alright, so how are we going to take care of this drone? Well, we're probably going to use our original rover so we can get close without being detected too much. And then we can attack it with some rocket launchers. Usually this PRTs have pretty significant weaponry, not just a turret. So I'm going to see and be cautious and use this here. Alright, so I'm going to have to unhook this. Okay, we'll just grab this thing here. Drop that down and we drop this thing down. Alright, perfect. So we should be able to get around some of these hills without being detected, hopefully. And our turrets on here are probably aiming for weapons, yeah. So we gotta be careful of that. Yep, we got a good decent hill here. Maybe we go a little to the left. And it looks like we get undetected this way. I'm not sure what's gonna happen once we pop over this hill. We're looking good. So we get a little bit closer without being too detected there. We are at the 800 mark, so we could get shot at. Looks like we could probably get down to another hump. Right over here. Gonna stick a little to the left here. Oop, they're flaring up now. And here comes an assault drone, so that's not a good sign, but we should be okay to fight that with this rover. Although it was heavy armor versus my light armor here, which is not great. I think we have a decent viewpoint here. Okay, that drone's not doing anything. It's, what is it called? The Triprop Assault Drone. Alright, let's hide this thing here. And we have the rocket launcher. This one. We got some rockets as well, so we got the high ground. And ooh, I think that's a assault. Ooh, yep, that's an assault cannon. Almost got shot at. And there's an interior turret on the left-hand side. So if I could pop that off first, or even an assault cannon, that would be nice. Right there. Ooh, that was very close. Where was that assault cannon? I can't see a thing. Oof. And that's why we brought the survival kit with us, or the rover here with us. That way we don't have to travel too far, but wow. Look how far I shot my body. Okay, see if I can spot it from here a little bit better. Oh, it spotted me already. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Well, you can't miss that. It's pretty big. All right, I think we got it. Looks like we got it. I'm not sure what other weaponry there is there. I'm not sure why the drone is like so far away as well. Anything else that's gonna kill us here? Looks like we're kind of good. The interior turret was here. Assault cannon was on top. Anything on the other side? Ooh, that's a turret right there. That may be a little excessive, but sure. Right, that's the ammo from that. I think we're good, right? Bit of a sensor right there. I think it sensed us already. Okay. I believe we're okay. Got an hour or so. Do I want to claim it? We don't have to.
It cost me everything I had, but it's mine. Now I just need someone to tell me what it is.
Right. What is it that he's talking about? This circuitry? Potentially? Who knows? Alright, is there anything inside that's gonna shoot us as well? We should probably take out these event controllers and such. Hydrogen engine. Nice. No weaponry. Oh. Wasn't expecting that to open, but okay. That scared me a bit. The button panel here. What's it for? I don't know. It's not really a button. It's a control panel. This is for the doors. Oh, the door behind me. Interesting. And I just closed it. Great. Ooh. Salt cannon shells. That must have been up there. Here's a basic assembler, which I think we already have. We're looking for blueprints. Hopefully there's a blueprint. Unless we destroyed it. Hope not. Ooh, some rockets just to replenish ourselves. More prototech. Here's a blueprint. And looks like that's about it with this big old hole here. It's a little bit of a TV station here. Yeah, I made a bit of a mess here. All right, so we should be able to grab our stuff and get this thing going. Maybe we should get rid of the antennas and such so that we don't spawn any new drones and such. How do I get up to there? I need the antenna or the relay post. One of those needs to go. Or both. Here's the beacon. And the relay post is right there. Right. Should be able to scrap this fairly quickly. It's not a huge station. So let's go ahead and grab our PPG Express. And I did just see a stronghold. Ooh. That might be fun. Look what we got here. A camera. This is from that drone too. Luckily, I decided to come back to scrap it. So there was a camera on these drones. So we finally found something we can utilize from these drones. This is awesome. Good upgrade. As you can see, we cleared out the whole entire station. But what happened as I was coming here, this drone was hanging around and started shooting up the base a little bit because I took over a few things. So by the time I came with my rover, I was able to knock it down by shooting the weapons out and then propulsions afterwards. And it looks like the camera was still intact, so that is perfect. Now we could really drone up if we really want to, or remote control a lot more things like the ship instead of running back and forth to get it and everything like that. Alright, so station's all done. I've got to find where I put my ship. Shit, look right over there, looks like. Alright, moment of truth. Let's check out what is in this blueprint. We have decoys, which is something we already have. So that's no fun. Alright, so let's adjust our wheels here appropriately. So our wheels are definitely not that great, so we're gonna fix that up. So these are our wheels currently. Our strength might be too high for the bumps, right? So if we lower the strength, we're hitting the ground. We need to soften this up a little bit, so we'll pick up to the max and then we'll slightly drop it once we start to see it sag a little bit more. So as you see, 100% strength to lift up the wheels because on the other side has more strength than this side, so that's why it's doing that. So we gotta make sure that we lower the strength so that it can touch every little piece. So we originally had it like 15, which is still too much. What if we dropped it to about 8? That looks like it's soft enough, right? Let's see how that performs. That's doing a little bit better than before. Let's see in this hump. Yep, that's much better, right? 8 is kind of the way to go. Alright, so unfortunately we're going to forgo the ship for now. Although we could scrap it if we wanted to. I kind of don't want to do that. And then utilize what we can utilize out of it. But again, not wanting to really do that. What we can do though is edit this ship a little bit. Thruster over here. We could put it back here. And we could put another one over here. There we go. Oop, we used 2 different ones. Interesting. Oh well, we'll leave it for now. Whoops. Yeah, but ultimately, I think if I throw in like 1 or 2 of those large thrusters on this guy, we should have flight. I mean, I guess we could just scrap it off of that one if we need to, but I think we have enough materials to do that, right? So we have 2 different ships then, but we'll come back for that one eventually. So we got 1,000 motors, which is not a lot when it comes to it. I think 2 large thrusters like that ship and 2 of the fan ones going upwards might be more than enough to get this lifted though. I'm not completely sold by it, but we should try it eventually. And we slap on more power, and we have reactors on this thing, we have uranium on this thing, so we should be okay to do that. So for now, we're going to abandon the ship, but we'll come back to it for sure. But I want to hit up that stronghold first to see what's there. And then we can upgrade this mobile base to be more of a flyer. Ooh, something broke. That is the downfall of having less strength on the wheels. I think it broke the base of the... Ouch. How did that break? That is definitely not good. Is our strength a little bit too low then? Probably. I'm gonna go 10. It's still kind of low. That's... Yeah, that's not great. I'm gonna go with my original liking is usually 12. All right, let's try that. We also do have 2 thrusters on this thing. That's probably why also that we were going a little too fast. I'm gonna have to toggle those on and off, mostly for the hills that we're still on. And honestly, if I'm pushing forward 2 of those big thrusters and it says 1 hour, we might not have enough power to go upwards. So floating might not be the best idea. We still need to solve the power situation a bit more, but more or less more solar panels, more batteries should fix the issue. If we had ice, that would be even better, but we don't have any ice. And the stronghold is looking to be in between or around. I don't think going in between is going to solve anything. We could try it though. Might be a really, really dumb move, but we're going to try. Alright, no, in between is not the way to go. It's around. Jeez, it's around this whole canyon maybe? That's a lot to get around. And that's why flying would be a little bit better, but not enough power for that kind of situation. Looks like we just gotta go around this whole mountain. Okay, do I go through this canyon here to get around? You know what I should really do? Scout. That would be a lot more beneficial than me attempting to traverse this thing, which I probably should not be doing. We do have a flyer, so we must as well use it. Alright, the stronghold... Well, it'll be funny if I get shot down in the air too, but... Stronghold's over there. Ooh, there is drones. Stronghold is actually on top of there, so... I need to find a way up there. Oop. I cannot get any more thrust from up this height. Okay. How am I gonna get through the... Ooh. Jeez. Was not expecting to get shot at that range. It's got assault cannons. That's not good. We're gonna have to bait it to come here after us where our rover is. Almost got shot down. That's not good. Alright, it's going away. So it's not gonna get close. That was a really close call though. So in order for me to get to a stronghold, I need to get up there. We're up there look a little more impossible at this point. I'm a little too high up now. So flying at this point may be the best bet to do this. Let me just spiral down. Yeah, if I get some height on here and get up there, that'll be perfect. What it shot at me, it seemingly was, I hope, autocannons and not assault cannons, because that would be really, really bad. So if we equipped ourselves with the thrusters, do you think we could make it up there? Can I throw a thruster on the sides here? We're gonna need not the fan versions, but we need these big, large ones. Ooh, we could put them here. Like so. One here. And one on the other side. That could potentially work. But we're gonna need more. So another on the other side as well. Well, we have space for it, so we should be good. So 4 of these. It's probably gonna run us dry in terms of power though. That would be great. But I think that will give us the lift that we need. Now, we need some forward thrusting and side thrusting as well. So we may have to utilize the fan versions to get that done. Unless we fly this thing very much like a helicopter, because we just need slight height and that's it. So we could potentially do that. I don't know how much power we're going to utilize from doing that, but could be a fun idea. Alright, looks like we are out of motors while we're still building a few more, but we did get 3 up and running. Right there, and we changed the back one. We did drop some mats though, gotta figure that, see what that is though. But will this give us any lift? Let's see, dampeners on. And we get 28 minutes left, but no, we get no lift. Not strong enough for 3. But potentially 4 might not even do it. So that is going to require a lot more power. I am going to put a whole bunch more batteries as well, so. Let's see, do we have enough motors yet for this one? I hope so. Looks like it. Perfect. Okay, now, can 4 get us flying? Damper is off. Not quite. Oof. Shoot. We may need one more to get us there, but that is destroying a lot of our power. So we need to add some more batteries if we can. So here's a spot for a battery right here. Did we put back the reactor on this thing? No, we did not. We could utilize the uranium here. I mean, space for batteries would be there too. Or even up here if we really, really needed it. There's space outside as well, though you kind of don't want to put it on the outside, but what choices do we really have here? We could run the uranium off of this thing, which is slow going, but should be okay. But these batteries are still slowly draining as well. So that's going to take some time off of it. It's going to take a while to get off, deplete. Unless we do, which we probably should, take all the batteries that's within the mobile base, which is not much. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 now. Actually, that's not too bad. Recharge it. That should destroy these quicker. Yep, 9 minutes now. But we do need to plop on a lot more if we want to be on the safer side of things. But we got some lift, but not enough. And the other thing is that it's not going to be easy to control like this. So we do need some more thrusting as well. But it's doable. If I get a little bit more flight out of it, it'll be doable. So I think we need one more, which we could potentially put back here actually. It's not gonna look great because again, the whole base is based on an even count, not an odd count. So we'll stick one right there. And this will ultimately should get us lift and also nearly destroy us at the same time. And by destroying us, I mean we're gonna run out of power. Alright, we had enough for that one. Looks like we're good to go there. Power wise, I'm gonna add 2 more over here since there's empty space here. Alright, 2 batteries. It is also adding a little bit more weight by doing that as well, but should be okay. We'll offload some weight here once these are depleted. Alright. Now can we get flight? Alright, 5 thrusters. Not looking that great. Alright, we got a little bit of flight. We don't have enough batteries, but oh, well. If our battery's on recharge, of course it's not going to work. Alright, let's put on auto. We got some flight. Alright, cool. And we get 22 minutes worth. I could kind of control this okay because I do have gyroscopes. So this would be a tricky thing to do. If anything. Okay. It works. Not a lot of control. Looks like the moment I fly over the hump, I'm gonna get shot at. So this is risky business, which we're probably gonna end up getting destroyed. So that's not gonna be ideal at the same time, but we must as well do it. We don't have to do it, but we must as well give it a shot. Hopefully that drone's not terrible. I mean, looks like it was autocannons, I believe. Alright, we should be able to fly up this mountain ever so slowly. So we'll pitch up a little bit. And we're gonna have to fly like a kind of like a helicopter style. Get our forward momentum. Looks like we need to go much higher. I really don't want to get shot at as we're climbing this, but we might actually get shot at. We need to go slightly high. Oh, there's 2 drones. This is probably a really bad idea. And we almost there. Alright, gotta slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit. Drop down. And we made it. Alright, perfect. We are good. Okay. Now we get to toggle off our upper thrust so we can make sure we get handbrake ourselves. Alright, there's 2 drones here. This is bad. My rover has weapons. Small rover has weapons. This has weapons. Only 2 Gatling. But it's not. It might not be enough, obviously, but should be okay. That thing did shoot at us at quite the distance prior. Don't know how we're gonna fare against these things here. And they're pretty high up there. But I think we can go this route here and be safe. Well, we're coming up to getting shot at soon. Well, at least we'll be shooting at them soon. Right there, starting to shoot now. That one's shooting. That's that one. What about the one above us? I'm not sure why that is the weapons. I highly doubt that. Now let's see if we can get a little bit closer then. There we go. Now multiple ones are shooting. And we're just shooting all their weapons. Hopefully it knocks it all out. Oh, that one's just dropping. And then if anything, we can shoot propulsion. Propulsion and drop them. Alright, that's coming down. We could just do this. We can cycle subsystems. Actually, no, we target weapons. This one. And then we do target propulsions. There we go. So, right now, we'll target weapons now. Okay. We took that down. That's good. Didn't really get to shoot us. Then we're 1K away from there. I'm not liking the storm, but whatever. I'm so glad we made it up here in this hill. And alright, we're behind that, so we're not gonna get hit. Park here. Let's check out this drone really quick. See if there's anything we can salvage out of it. It's a pretty hefty drone. Alright, I think I scrapped enough of it so that it can't fly away. It's still targeting me with the gyroscope, I guess. Now, what is in here? Ooh. It was assault cannons. That is insane. So we almost got shot by the assault cannons. Well, we could have got shot by the assault cannons. That's not good. Would have been nice if it was uranium, so I could grab that instead, but be okay. Ooh, almost tripped. Imagine you could just trip over. That'd be hilarious. Alright, we'll just leave this here. I mean, we could just scrap the battery. It doesn't really matter. Alright, nothing new learned from there. The stronghold's right there. Not sure if I kind of creep over on this side, will I get shot by it? Wouldn't be good if I did get shot by it. What I could do is use a turret and control that to see. But it looks like we're in the clear up to maybe here. I think any further we may or may not get shot. And it looks like we're shooting. How far are we? 4? Are we actually hitting it? If I traverse over there, it might be safe, but we also might get shot really, really badly because we're gonna be a slow-moving target. I am glad that we're shooting though. Let's see what happens. This sounds like a bad idea. Ooh. Ooh. Something shot at us. Faster, go faster, go faster, go faster, go faster. Go faster, go faster. Gonna get around the corner. Oof. That knocked off something. Alright. What got knocked off? Ouch. Our rover. Our tiny rover. That might be the end of it. Right now I got the high ground, which is good. Oh. I was gonna see if I can use that turret and control it to see where it is, but it got to it first. Fortunately, not too much damage. But I wonder if I could control this. Ooh, I think I took something out. Yes, we did. I can barely see anything, but we could do that to kind of snipe. Main defenses are down. All right, cool. Why is it saying scatter? That doesn't sound good. Things are on fire. Let's see if we can traverse this a little bit more. I like that we have the high ground for this. There's a turbine there. Ooh, we gotta make sure we don't get that destroyed. That is our power savior. Are we good? No, there may be one or two more turrets there. I don't like that the weather just keeps coming at the wrong time. Looks like I can't even stay outdoors at the moment. Let's see a turbine. Getting a little too excited here. So we gotta slow down, make sure we don't get ourselves destroyed or destroy the turbine. Should I use this flyer to kind of explore a little bit more? Sounds like a bad idea, but let's do it. I don't think there's any more turrets there, is there? Great, I can't really see anything. Probably should have brought some rockets with us. I'm gonna hide behind this tree. I think we're good. Alright, that lightning nearly scared me. I'm gonna try to sneak in and grab that turbine as quickly as possible. Turrets? Turrets? Nope. We're good. Oh, it's a lot further of a reach than I thought. Turbine, come here. Ooh. Got it. It almost dropped and broke. If imagine it broke, I probably wouldn't be able to get that now. We got turbines now. Perfect. Now the question is, when did we pick up artillery turrets? That's a interesting find. Alright, there may or may not be another turret somewhere, but it looks like we took care of most of them. I hope. This one's a huge station, so I might have to control it. I'm just gonna climb up. Ooh. One here. I think we got everything down, actually. Anything on this side? Nope. Looks like we were able to take care of him from afar. That's good. We should be able to bring the rover over. So that was an interesting tactic utilized to take care of this place. So we have turbines, but still the problem is we won't be able to use the turbines until we have like a landing gear to magnetize on the ground. But we could create a quick station and connect to it, charge up if we need to. So that kind of solves a little bit of the power issues there. All right, so another issue that we have is we're gonna have to get down sooner or later. So we're gonna have to kind of fly back down ever so gently. Hopefully. We could get on that side of the terrain to explore. Or do we stay around this area where we were? Looks like another distress signal just spawned too. Okay, we've made it. Let's go explore the innards of this thing. See what we can find. Anything interesting at all? I like these tanks. They always look cool. But there's really nothing in there. Alright, so there's a lot of here that leads to nowhere except for these tanks. And yeah. Where's the entrance? Entrance should be here. We'll take this thing out. Alright, we're gonna walk right in. Hopefully nothing happens. No turrets. That's a good sign. Got some weapons here. Well, that's not this one. Oh, some rockets and more. Is that artillery shells? Yes, they are. Okay. We can use this car container here for the time being. More shells. Salt cannons. Nice. Which we could utilize that in our rover. What's in here? More rockets. Nice. More weapons. This place is full of weapons. Oh, this was a weapons rack. Ooh, nice. Rocket launchers. Now, we could stay here for a little bit to charge up our batteries if our batteries are still needing to recharge. Yeah, I think we could do that. We should probably stay here for now. And then we'll situate ourselves a little bit better in terms of flying and everything like that. Since it's gonna be really rough to get out of this terrain anyways. So maybe we do that. We'll stay here. We'll connect our rover somehow into the station, throw some turbines up, charge up as many batteries as we can, and go from there. Ah, blueprint. Zone chips too. Nice. All right. Blueprint, what are you? Projector. Something we didn't have. This is a good find. Oop. This is a perfect find. Got everything we needed. Well, not everything yet. We're still missing a hinge and a rotor. So there's still a bit of a problem there. Can we build another cargo container right here? Yes. Okay, we'll just throw that in there for now. We don't need this. We'll open this up a little bit so we can walk around. Okay, let's go find out what else is left here. Wow, you stash interior plates in the library. Alright, let's just claim this spot. Might as well. I think we're gonna charge up here anyways. Very nice. Power cells. Is there any way I'm gonna be able to connect into this space? Our best bet would probably be this way. Ow. Right? Yeah. This side not so much. Okay. We can get it up to... Let's see if we stop right there. Ooh. How close can we get this thing without breaking too much? Let's say right there. Okay. We should update this mobile base into a flyer soon, since we got the ability to charge now. All right, I'm gonna put the. I guess we could put the connector here for now. We could get it plumbed up back there if we really needed to. I think we should be okay though. And then we gotta plumb it up some other way. Let me jump across here really quick. Okay, that's done. How's that looking? Okay, we could get close and connect, I believe. Let's just be sure. Okay, looks like we are good. I hit parking, so I might have locked in too. Yes, it did. All right, awesome. We are locked in, so we could say recharge. And I just realized when I do recharge, I'm recharging off of my other ships, which is not ideal. And this is the damage I took. Ooh, we almost lost the battery from running. Yeah, this is the damage I took from traversing a little sideways against this thing. So when I did recharge, I recharged off of this thing, which is bad. We lost. Ooh, we didn't lose the survival kit. That's good. We did lose the cargo containers, which is fine. Or cargo container, one. This one I messed up because I did recharge. So, battery-wise... Alright, we could do recharge on this. So we can recharge this thing here. The rover, we don't have to retire just yet. We'll recharge this. Yeah, more or less it is... no, we lost the batteries on this thing. So that's not going to recharge or do anything. So that is basically a Garner. It took a shot from an assault cannon and knocked this all out. Ooh. Which is... actually not too bad, actually. I think it knocked... yeah, it knocked this off. It knocked the cargo off. And a turret that was up here, which we can now put an auto cannon if we wanted to instead. Which may be a little bit smaller, I believe. Oh yeah, that fits a lot smaller. And it's small port, if I remember correctly. So we could convert that over instead. Ooh, this took damage. Not completely destroyed, but that's okay. Alright, this battery's done for. Let's get some room here. We're probably and likely gonna redesign the mobile base next episode just to get this thing running properly. This one is still good. We'll leave that alone. We don't need this connector. Still need that one. You're 3 minutes away. Don't know why I have that one up there. We'll get rid of this. We could build some quick little turbines if we want to, so that we can charge as we wait around. I don't even know where to do that, but let's see. Oh, these are nice little windows. Get rid of this. We can throw it here. Yeah, we throw it here. All right, the only issue I'm going to have now is being able to weld it up. Building it high to get more air is ideal, of course. All right, we still got good flight hour on here. Perfect. So, Control G. Let's get our blocks ready. Turbines. Do we want the twin turbines or the regular turbine? I think the regular turbines would be great in this time. At this time. So we could do it right here. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 might be good. 8 would be better. And no interior plates. Why do I not have interior plates? Alright, I can land this right here to be on the safe side. Okay, so if I get off, I'm going to be on the ship. So I could use that to weld. That'll be good. We should just do one turbine. Alright, so we should actually go a little higher. Right around there. That way we do a turbine right in the middle. We'll do a turbine in this way. So we utilize 5 turbines instead of just one. Wind turbine there, there. And one there. Okay. Now, we have the mats to get this all done. Probably not. Oop. Alright, we have the flight capabilities to get this done. I'm glad this is actually working out where I'm actually just sitting on top of the ship a little bit. So if I get myself right here, I can get all 3 welded up. Turbine 1. Turbine 2. Turbine 3. We got 2 more, and should have brought a little more steel plates, but we did it. We finally got somewhat of a solution, or better solution, for our power. Because now we could charge up our batteries fully before even planning to leave this spot. But again, I'm probably going to stay here for a little bit. One, we need to spend our materials, and we're going to upgrade this mobile base a little bit as well. Alright. Turbine's done. This battery's done. This connector is useless. We'll leave these for now if we need to get any more batteries later down the line. There's our turbine spinning super quick because of the storm, I believe. How much power is it really giving us though? Let's see. We're getting not too bad. They're all optimal. A lot more will be a lot quicker for charging. But for now, should be fine. Got 2 bars, 4-hour recharge. Alright, that's not the greatest thing in the world, but we'll put up a lot more turbines down the road. And I think we got everything else within this station. So we should be okay. More turbine towers like that we could put on the side, so we should be doing that eventually. Yeah, we looted everything inside. Everything is in these 2 containers, which here's our haul, which isn't crazy. Decent amount of stuff. Here's the more important stuff right here that we got to transfer out. It'd be easier to plummet to transfer it out. So that's gonna be fun. We're gonna go that way, I think. I think it's actually in this area, so it might be fairly easy to plumb out. It's diagonally across from oxygen, so that would be right underneath here. Right there. So we can plumb it up to, I guess, to connect it temporarily into the system. It's not too far. Won't be the greatest, but it's not too far. So the plumbing will have to come this way. This way, and then in here. So we should be able to cut that. Right, no problem. Yep. We'll bring this thing around this way. And that should do it. We just gotta get all the mats to get all this done. Yeah, so that's all done with the conveyors. We just need to get this kind of plumbed up as well temporarily. Right now it's just for power. But if we want to plumb it, we could do it from here. Put a bit of a hole here. Oh, I wish there was a spot here. I think I left on the bottom. We're just gonna Frankenstein this a little bit. There we go. So we'll put all the conveyors here, or all the plumbing here. Okay, looks like we utilize a lot more turbines. We're gonna do that off cam. And start scrapping some of the base as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this hunt, this episode of attacking these SPRTs. If you did, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to drop a comment down below, even to just say hi. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.